Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, more Fringe. This is Season 1, Episode 4, The Arrival. So this is the 4th episode now, and I feel like I finally got a decent grasp on everybody's name. You know, as far as the side character goes, there's like Astrid, Charlie, Broyles, you know, like ABC, Astrid, Broyles, Charlie, The main thing is this pattern that Olivia is, I always want to call her Anna. I just woke up, I need to get caffeine in my body, but what I'm trying to say is I'm wondering if they're going to be able to use said pattern to establish and make predictive, predictions, tests, and preventative measures about future, happenings going on. Between the pattern, Nina at Massive Dynamic, Broyles, side deals, like it's really hard for me to determine who is playing on what side, but I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm just going to, take it in as we go. I don't know what this was, but I'm going to keep it in. I have kind of a way out there thought about Walter and Peter, but there's nothing to back it up, and it would just be, a Hail Mary at this point, but I'll hold my thought. I need more evidence to back it up before I get there. Okay, I think I've rambled on long enough. Let's check out this 4th episode of Fringe. This is The Arrival from Season 1. Here we go. I used to live on H Avenue when I went to film school. Show me that part of Brooklyn.
Can I get some coffee?
Roast beef sandwich on a roll. Meat raw as possible. Room temperature water. Do you have jalapenos?
Yeah, The Arrival.
7 of those, please.
It's him. Water. I want sugar water. Oh, right.
What is that?
That's a lot of pepper, son. You want some roast beef with that? Okay, jalapenos, pepper, the hot sauce. There's something to all this spice. The camera is shaking more than they are. If people were shaking as much as the camera is, leaves money for the food. He's not a thief. Yeah, I've been told Men in Black are gonna start showing up, and then we're opening up with this asshole.
It has arrived.
Oh. Interesting.
What formula are you rattling off at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Formula for root beer. Haven't had it for ages.
He wanted a ginger ale last episode, wasn't it?
It occurs to me it might be easier to sleep in the tub.
A root beer float. Delicious.
Sir, you don't have clearance to walk here unescorted.
Peter,
We need to talk.
come with me.
A little shoulder tap. Wait, you play piano for her once, and now she's tapping you on the shoulder?
That was right after he finished lecturing me on how I'd squandered my above-average intellect and my substantial education, all while he was standing there naked. Because he prefers the breeze.
If you leave, so does he.
Really?
He would rather go back to St. Clair's than work here without you. He said that in
Green-eyed
words.
master race. Green eyes. Green
Most of
eyes.
the time.
I think my green screen cuts out some of my eyes, but, it's just my eyes are too powerful. If I had a blue screen instead, if I flipped it and you could see my eyes, it would just blow everyone away. I can't do that.
Morning. Hello. Hello. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
Doctor.
Yesterday there was an
Doctor?
explosion at a construction site in
Doctor.
Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
I mean, everything's a butt plug if you're brave enough.
It just fell from the sky.
It came from underground.
Huh.
The thing blasted through an unused subway tunnel into a gas main.
Underground.
Came to rest right on the surface.
Do you have an idea what this may be?
Idea, yes.
I want to eliminate
Do you feel like sharing?
aliens because I was kind of under the impression that this show didn't delve into that sort of extraterrestrial.
Thank you for staying.
This is the last one.
Doubt it.
And I'm gone.
Doubt it. Yeah, okay.
We'd rather you stay.
If you require my perspicacity such as it exists, then there are certain fundamental requirements, not the least of which is access to my equipment, my lab.
He's lashed out a couple times before, knocking shit off the counter and then yelling.
What can you tell me about Quantico? 1987.
He assumed it fell from the sky, that perhaps it was a piece of a satellite. There's another.
Where is this one?
A lot of my enlistment was spent in North Carolina, so that's where my mind went. It's like, no, Quantico, go up a state.
I'll give you my files, whatever you need. As a friend, I'd ask you to stay as far away from this thing as you can.
Has there ever been a time where somebody said it's too hot or it's too dangerous or don't do it, and the person said, okay, you know, that would be the end of it. It reminds me of the turrets from Portal, right? They pop out of the little eggs.
Activated. Searching. Nap time.
It reminds me of the Sonic, or the Disruptor gun from Minority Report.
Where is it?
I've seen him in so many other things that it's hard for me to remember if we've glanced him yet in this show, even though we're only a few episodes in.
Agent Dunham. Hello?
Imperial probes have entered the base.
I need a call traced from my cell.
There is no call. Yeah, so we know John was hooked up to the massive dynamic machine. We've seen it twice now, where they were extracting something from him, trying to copy something.
The precision with which this object was constructed is inspiring. Down to the molecular bonds.
I sure hope that a gigantic metallic suppository is not the pinnacle of human achievement.
I mean, I'd say it unscrews just because it...
Let me ask you a question.
He shot from anywhere in the world, through the Earth's core, and hit his target on the other side.
I know for a fact
that is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
In your mind, son, or someone may open it for you.
Great. Well, I am glad I stuck around for this.
Fucking Ed Harris back there. This is a beautiful mind.
See? 2 weeks ago at the hospital. And he was there with us.
He knows him or knows something that...
Come with me.
He always knows more than what he's showing her. They know, they really already know.
Took us a year to spot him. You did it in 3 weeks. We've recorded him at over 36 scenes, all of which relate to the pattern.
How?
I need the aluminum foil right now to shield the frequencies of the cylinder.
Literally doing the tinfoil hat, block the signal, keep him out.
While you're out, if you see a chance to get me a root beer float, that would be wonderful.
I just learned her name, Walter. You better not be hurting her. Oh, that butterfly had fucking hand bones, finger bones in its wings. Oh, God. Has it always had that, or did I just see it?
Someone came to you. Think about her. See? That was easy.
Think. So he just...
Do you want some?
No, thank you. I wouldn't taste much anyway.
That's why all the pepper, he doesn't... The jalapenos and the red sauce.
Thank you for hiding the beacon. I can't touch it myself. I know you have questions.
Walter just got picked up, walking the median of I-95.
Naked? They said he liked the breeze earlier. Nope.
Though he wouldn't be any use to you, he just observes.
Walter, you haven't talked to this man.
But don't be like her, like your mother, questioning my judgment. I am not a child. I will not be babied.
I don't know why I thought he was killing Astrid or Mite. She is a federal agent. You just can't run around doing this shit. They gotta, like, rein him in.
He says he had to keep the cylinder safe, that someone is looking for it. Welcome to the joys of Walter Bishop.
Oh, I know a lot of ball guys.
The Observer.
Are you saying Walter is saying he knows him?
Agent Dunham? Agent Farnsworth is on the phone.
That guy had clunky acting. He had one line and it seemed clunky to me.
He just finally left.
No, there was a struggle here.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Astrid.
You don't work for Big Eddie, do you?
The fucking O-scope, anytime they want something to look scientific, oh, let's put an O-scope there, you know? It's like, all it does is read waves, man. Oh, it's a COVID test. Oh, he's not ready.
You have something I need. Tell me where it is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Peter will lead him to it.
To what? The cylinder?
Yes.
How? Did you tell him where you put it?
No, of course not. I don't need to.
Now think about a time before he was sent away to the institution. A happy time.
Yeah, that's easy to concentrate on when you're getting electrocuted through your nose, right?
Thank you. You just told me where the cylinder is.
I mean, we're assuming that he knows about a hiding place, and that is where the cylinder is, and not that the cylinder is in a different hiding place that he doesn't know about, but we'll let it go. We have like an hour, 45 minutes to tell a whole story, so... Robert Bishop. Granddad?
You went that way. Go. He's got a gun.
I wasn't counting the bullets, but I think there may have been a reload that we didn't see. I mean, in the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds, there were things that were already underground, but I don't suspect that's what this is. And again, that was an alien civilization, and I thought the show kind of leaned away from extraterrestrial stuff.
Departure on schedule.
Apples, bananas, rhinoceros.
I want to hold your hand. Do you really know my father? Did you talk to him this afternoon?
The relationship between Walter and his son is... This doesn't help my theory. I'm trying to figure it out.
What I did to you was very untrustworthy of me. I never intended to harm you. If it would help you feel a sense of retribution, I would tell you to inject me too.
I'm glad she's holding on to it. Shit can't just be hunky-dory. Like, it's okay, we just met, and you just fucking...
Are you okay?
Yeah.
If they only had like 8 or 10 episodes, they'd have to cut to her being over it, but they've got time to flesh it out.
As soon as the sun comes up, we'll bring in an excavator, but somehow I don't have an expectation we'll find it.
No mention of Massive Dynamic this episode. Are they giving us a little break?
What if Walter is right? What if this is just the beginning? There are things happening here that I can't even begin to explain, and I am not going anywhere until I can.
Where I buried the capsule, I remember that he was bald, that he had no eyebrows.
But why?
As he said without speaking, he made it clear that he would need me one day.
But that doesn't explain why Peter knew that Walter knew.
But what I know is that you are sitting here now. My son. Alive. I know you must think me insane.
Not nearly as much as you might think.
The first decent moment they've had, isn't it? They're keeping the labels turned away on everything. I like that.
Hello, Liv.
Fuck you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with hallucination. But the phone call, I don't know. Get to the outro. Episode 4, The Arrival. After a deadly explosion in New York, our unlikely threesome investigate a strange cylinder. Okay. Oh man, my hair's messed up. I gotta get it cut. It gets to a point where I don't know what to do with it, so I just get rid of it all. Okay, so in this episode, we had Peter kind of struggling with, why am I here? What am I doing? Can I leave? Can I live my life? And then, eventually kind of believing Walter and in the mission and not wanting to leave until he figures out what the hell this pattern thing is all about. So he's on board. He is on board. Astrid is still on the fence, and rightfully so. They got enough episodes where they can stretch out the character development, have them fall in and out of favor or grace with each other from time to time. And that's that's a realistic reaction. You're not going to be like, oh, no, no, okay, it's all fine, hunky-dory, let's solve next week's mystery. It's like, you attacked me, you stuck me with a needle. No. Now, I don't know if the Men in Black I was told to look out for, if this guy qualifies, the bald guy, if he qualifies as one of them, or if they are just, you know, little inserts or Easter eggs or background observers, as it was put. And now I'm wondering if they were dropped in anywhere in the first 3 episodes. Like, should I, you know, go back through the footage? Obviously not. I should not go back through the footage. I should either watch more episodes or start editing. But I'm tempted and curious to wonder if they were planted earlier. Yeah, at first I thought the bald guy was maybe a son or some offspring or some experiment of Walter, because of the way that the lines are repeated, like, you met with my father. It's like, no, he was reading the mind of Peter. It's like, you met with my father, not it. You know what I mean? It wasn't him saying it. You'd met with my father to Peter about Walter. That makes sense. I mean, as always, there's a lot here, and now that I've seen the whole episode, when I go back in editing, I'll catch stuff in the beginning. This has been more set up for this larger world, this pattern world, these cases, and the fact that now we have, oh yeah, the other guy who was putting the shit up people's noses, and like the one that Olivia shot right in the graveyard, like, he's part of some organization or network. I know I don't know how many times I can say it, but I don't, like, the Feds, massive dynamic, this shit that's happening, Walter, you know, how it's all connected and feeding and affects each other. Okay, this is going to do it for me for now. My goodness, look at that crazy stuff. This was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to episode 5, but it will be another day. Thanks again for being here, and goodbye.